Attorney Juan Pablo Flores.
Present.
City Treasurer Luis Pedrosa.
On his way.
Mr. Mayor, just for the record, Councilmember Grijalva is excused.
Thank you.
The purpose of the public hearing is to allow public participation and to listen to comments regarding the City of Douglas Consolidated Plan and Annual Action Plan.
Do we have any requests?
No, we do not, Mr.
No.
Mayor.
Have a motion to adjourn.
Mr. Mayor, could I make a comment?
Of course.
I was just wondering if staff would be willing to share with everyone present the way they came about these five-year plan and if there was any citizen input and how the process worked. I like the plan.
You're requesting for background.
Thank you.
CEO.
Councilmembers, Mayor, members of the council, staff, the way that it came about. Can you hear me?
Yes, perfect.
The way that we came about in selecting the project for the consolidated plan is we sent emails out, several emails to all department heads asking what their capital improvement needs were. And then we narrowed those down to those projects that would qualify under the guidelines for this. We did hold 2 public participation meetings prior to tonight, and we did allow for public review and comment of the plan from July 12th to August 12th.
Was there any public comment provided?
There was input provided by a few members of the community. They wanted to see some senior activities. They want the city to focus on implementing more senior activities and not focus so much on the youth. Although they agree that the youth is important, they feel that they're being kind of pushed out, not given equal share of, attention. And so the city did promise to look into stuff. Leisure Services Manager Jennifer Smith said that in the community center planning that we are currently doing, there are a lot of senior activities planned for that, and we do encourage more input to see what activities they would like. A lot of the stuff that was proposed during the public participation meeting does not fall under the CDBG guidelines, and so we would have to look for outside sources of funding for those things.
Thank you.
Since we have you there and you give us background, can you share a little bit about what you and along with staff envision this community center to look like? What the community center, some of the things that the steps that we've taken, the collaboration with the National Guard, just a little bit of that information.
Yes, our Leisure Services Manager Jennifer Smith did go to the city of Yuma to tour the facility there. They are in an agreement with the National Guard for shared space, kind of very similar to what we have here. So we thought it would be a great idea to kind of model that plan. Unfortunately, the funding for the National Guard cycle is about 6 years out. So we wouldn't be able to meet our spending guidelines. So we had put the community center as 5 year of our current entitlement cycle, but because their funding allocation is so far out, we're going to have to make an amendment to that proposal because we won't be able to spend the money by the deadline that HUD imposed on us. So right now, we're currently looking at doing the shared space with a lot of portable equipment, the use of one of the classrooms, and just the main floor space that the National Guard has. And the talks are continuing. We're moving forward with that plan, and we're hoping to have something in
very good. What do you, I'm not even asking participation time just because I don't like jinx it, so. But do we have an anticipated time of when the community center should be open for the public?
We don't exactly, but we do know that they've given us a commitment to get through their fiscal year, which ends the end of September. They're going to meet with us again, at least on the phone, in early October. And they do know that our hope is to get things going in this calendar year if possible, so we can start year-round programming and just kind of step into it. We know it'll take time to ramp up both in people or contractors as far as the programming. So it may not be full bore, but we'd like to have a few things going in the center by the end of this calendar year if possible.
Thank you, Mrs. Swanson. Mrs. Gonzalez, any other questions from council? Mr.
Yeah, I've got a comment. I guess this is going to help me. This is going to date me. But I remember when I was going to Cochise College, and then I had a lot of friends in Douglas. And then when I started teaching here, there used to be a good amount of older people. They would go to the 8th Street Park and they played shuffleboard, and they would gather around and then go down to the gas and have dinner. And but you're right, there's not hardly anything for elderly people, and I keep saying the snowbirds that come. So that's I think we need to look at that, not only because you were saying the younger folk. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. So we did have a motion on the floor we were in the middle of a motion. So may I have a motion to adjourn?
Make a motion to adjourn.
Is there a second?
Second.
Motion by Councilmember Morales, second by Councilmember Shelton. All those in favor say aye. Aye. All those opposed say nay. Motion carries. Meeting is adjourned. And we'll be back at 6 o'clock for the regular council meeting. That was